Like, game gas may become very limited. Don't let the units suspended on go to waste. Back to launcher. Need to go back to launcher, then go into the mission, otherwise I can't save. Sleepers awakened. It's a kick in the teeth that that didn't pay off. I'm not sure if I lost the guy during that final fight. Did I lose a guy earlier on? Like, what was it, you know? Because I thought I was very careful about it. But a death may have slipped by me. Perfectly possible. Especially as the numbers got larger. It's harder to keep track of. Ah, that's gonna bug me. Oh, tier 2. Commando. A heavy, heavy frontline infantry. Explore the caves, destroy the Ravager tents. Yeah, what was I saying? That I was sad it didn't work out for me. I'm not sure where one died. As far as I could tell, they didn't die at the end. But, so they must have died before that, but when and where? Because I thought I was good about that, but one might have slipped by me. Especially as the numbers got larger, because it's hard to keep track of them then. Suddenly 3 extra Reapers, an extra Marine, a Goliath, something else. What was the other thing I got with that second pack? Yeah, something could easily have slipped by me, so I've no idea what. It could have been right at the start. You can switch between dealing high single target damage or splash damage in a cone that extends outwards, dealing reduced damage to targets further from the commando. Or just a cyclone. Enter the correct passcode while in the security room on any difficulty. 1000 splash damage from the shrapnel shells. Go without getting any upgrades. Fuck. I may skip that. So, Colonel, things seem to only be getting more and more complicated. Spit it out, Sergeant. What happened? There's so much more down here than we anticipated. An old cave concealed behind the walls of the Torn Dune mines. A concealed cave? But how's that possible? Yeah, do you think they would have discovered it? That's why we can't seem to get rid of the Ravagers. Clear the mines and leave, they're eventually going to be back. We head back to clear them again, and they'll return, rinse and repeat. Why is that, you ask? They're not coming from the mines. They're coming from the caves beneath the mines. So, how did you find the way inside? I'm so annoyed about everything. That creature we fought busted through one of the walls. It's easy to tell someone was behind it, so we used explosives to bring it down entirely. This is way more than our assignment bargained for. You still thinking about our assignment? I'd say taking out Ravager's main hives down here definitely takes priority over any mission we agreed to take on. I do agree, however, the two go hand in hand. This may be our biggest lead to finding what we've been actively seeking inside the mines. Listen, Sergeant, the Brotherhood is in the process of breaking through the Ravager defenses by the mine entrances. We'll provide you with support soon. Given how much of a presence the Ravagers have made in the actual mines, I couldn't imagine that they have an even greater number of Zerg inside the caves, which was why tearing down that wall was a terrible idea. Since you've been so good at following orders lately, I'll just say, please, be careful down there. Ah, that's so nice of you to say, Colonel. I'm all about making a good impression. That is the biggest lie I've heard all day. Also, this handy word called sarcasm. This handy word called sarcasm. You should look it up sometime. Will do. Considering I don't have access to a computer and the connection down here is probably terrible, I won't make it a priority though. Hope that's okay. Sergeant, you are too much. Alright, relax. I'll have a look around the immediate area, see if I can learn anything about this place. Watch out. The explosion created may have attracted some of the Ravagers. Being healed gained 2 armor. Nice. Moves the energy cost but reduced the healing rate by 25%. Redesign interior. Not running into an issue with the with the energy cost. Increasing their armor is nice, but that is very good. But it depends how often you're using drops. It varies on mission. Ooh. Ah, 41 points, really? Yeah, I bet one of these is probably a damage increase. The healing item for Reapers. I can't remember anymore. So, you're really heading in there, brave boy? Yes, the Colonel and I came to an agreement. What a surprise, I know. I'll investigate surrounding areas, see if I can learn anything, then report my findings to the Colonel and wait for support so we can end this. The Brotherhood topside force are making good progress against the Ravagers. When they arrive, they'll have plenty of troops ready to assist both you in fortifying the mines and helping me. Wish you luck then. I will go with you, but duty calls. Haley's orders above all. You know the deal. Haley's orders above all. Yeah, I get it. Corporal, we can't just let him go in there alone. We don't know what's lurking in there. Sure, I'll offer him a few of our troops. Just a couple. Not friendly. Okay. Uno momento, folks. Hey, folks. And I'm back. Just doing that so I could check the end. Codec calls. Yes. General, it's Rourke. Sergeant, you need anything? Listen, could imagine you're already well informed of the happenings in the Torndune mines, yeah? Indeed, it's my duty to be. Why do you ask? I gotta ask, what's your take on it? How do you view this ordeal? You know, with the caves and all. Admittedly, I have to say I don't find it too surprising. Over the 20 years we've been colonizing and expanding our foothold on Taurus, there have been many instances of caves and underground tunnels hidden beneath the sand and stone. Now, to imagine another one of these caves hidden inside the Torndu mines, considering the previously stated factors, it's not that far of a stretch, really. You're discounting the fact that most of these caves were not hidden away, and certainly none of them were infested with Ravagers when we first discovered them. Of course, this is an odd case, and there are a couple of things to take note of. The fact that these caves beneath Torndu mines were seemingly deliberately hidden away, not by natural causes, suggests that someone else might have been at play here. The Ravagers have slowly breached the walls, exerting themselves to escape from their prison. And lastly, weeks scanning the mines for Ravager activities, yet the caves underneath were never discovered. Something just doesn't add up. It's as if the caves have been scan shielded. A third party is definitely at play here. I think we both know who that is. Yeah, and they've got some explaining to do. So have they been using the Ravagers to act here freely? To impose their presence? Was that why they were so cavalier with the civilians' protection? Rourke, this is Siggs. Where are you? Siggs, you sound worried. What's wrong? I'm inbound on your position now. I'm in charge of one squad securing the mines. We've been given permission to be part of support teams dispatched to investigate the caves with you. The Colonel informed us about what happened in the mines after you encountered that creature. How are you holding up? I'm fine, Siggs. I'm just fine. Private Langford and I took care of that horrendous monstrosity. I'm heading into the caves with only a few men. Ooh, and a quiet. I'm heading towards you now. What would be best access point? Corporal Ferreira gave us some explosives that we proceeded to blow up a wall with. But it's rather a small passageway, not room for many troops to pass through at once. We've reason to believe that the Ravagers have opened up several bigger entrances into the caves, though. We imagine that these will be located behind the Ravagers' primary hive clusters, so if you feel so inclined, you could always bring them down. Right, I'll see what I can do. I want to make sure you get the support you need. I'll send some over to the small passageway you opened up, and we'll use the remaining forces to get rid of those hive clusters. Sounds good, Siggs. Work out. Well, but they were saying that, you know, if you hadn't discovered the cave, they would just missed it. But if the passageways are open behind the hives, wouldn't they have noticed them then? Maybe not. Maybe not without knowing to look for them. Yeah? Alright, Colonel, I'm inside the caves. The Ravagers didn't seem to get too excited about us blowing access to their little hideout. Yet. Stay on guard. You're moving into unknown territory now. There's no telling where the Ravagers can ambush you from. And please, for the love of God, don't get too trigger happy in there. We can't afford you causing more trouble than you already have. Me? Trouble? Of course, Colonel. I'll just have a look around as we discussed. I'll just have a little enthusiastic walk. Just take the necessary precautions. You've given me good reason to worry about you. Once our forces break through the final Ravager defenses, that's when we make our big move against them. I simply want you to scout out the nearby area, get an idea of the layout, and all that. You know the drill. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to say it, but I'll have to defend myself if the Ravagers decide that I'm encroaching too far into their territory. Well, obviously, the ultimate objective is the survival. I'm not asking you to get yourself killed, just don't get too crazy. Sergeant, found anything special yet? I mean, other than the fact that I'm inside a cave previously hidden behind the Torndune mines, I'd consider that pretty special. Oh well, just hang on, reinforcements will be there soon. The Brotherhood have pushed through most of the primary entrances and are moving further in to secure the mines. I'm sending a good number of troops directly towards Haley's forces and subsequently to you, while many smaller groups are spreading out to get rid of to rid the mines of the Ravagers. They'll need them reinforcing each other. Right, good to know we're finally making actual progress against these freaks. Surprisingly low number of them in here though, it's strange. It's either their main hive clusters further inside the caves, or you managed to gain their attention more than I did. Either that, or they're waiting for you, luring you into their territory before they strike. You think these ugly critters are smart enough to set up ambushes? Give them a lot of credit. They have done so. Ravagers have always engaged mindlessly. They'll go nuts over random mooks, with a thirst for blood. Don't be so sure now. Remember, we barely know anything about their origins, nor nearly enough about their methods to jump to that conclusion. That is part of the reason I'm asking you to watch your back. They were smart enough to converge on the entrances of the Torndune mines, instead of engaging mindlessly, as you so eloquently put it. Touché, Colonel, touché.
Yeah, what's up, tough guy? I'm ready to move.
Okay, I can lose units here.
Clever.
Always find that. I don't want to, I shouldn't, but
This way.
it's not a big deal.
Let's move. So
Ooh. His reduction.
Right, man, what you need? Got it. Oh, I see it. What? We work well together. Join me. Our paths converge. Greetings. I can handle it from here. Simple. Interesting. I will be there shortly.
There is a fair bit of detritus and rubble in here.
A wise choice.
Obviously, I don't want to lose units, but I can afford to be a bit cavalier with them.
Yeah, come on, what? Let us focus on the fight ahead. Are you ready? Agreed. Very well.
They have a buff going on that they hadn't used previously.
I see. Sights this way. It is an honor. You got some work for me? You had best be prepared. Of course. Clever. Be careful. It is good to see you, friend. This way. Let's move. Clever. So be it.
The hell? Protoss? What is this? No. Go-y, but not them. Looks like some sort of security system. There seems to be a power grid here. The grid must travel to the gate to complete the circuit. Huh. Well, let's see what we can do. Stand back, folks. I'll have a look at it. And another codec call. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow. Inhaling hurt my back. A peculiar security system has been set up inside the caves. To power up the gate and open... A peculiar security system has been set up inside the caves. To power up the gate and open it, a power grid needs to be formed. Sorry, it feels like I read that wrong. A peculiar system has been set up inside the caves. The power up the gate and open it. A power grid needs to be needs to be formed. The power grid starting is the power grid starting point is the power break. The power grid starting point is the power generator, and the grid must follow an acceptable path to the gate control. Use circuit breakers stationed around the grid to alter direction of current, stand on them to change the flow direction. Finally, circuit stabilizers are devices that the power grid must travel through before a circuit can be completed. Alternatively, you can bypass the security system given you have the correct 5-digit passcode. Stand on the beacon by the gate and type the passcode into chat for it to register. Colonel, I found something. I thought you'd like to know. Report, Sergeant. I've encountered some sort of security system. It's fairly intricate, like it was deliberately made to keep the Ravagers closed off. This is definitely their doing. Can you get past it? I think so. It doesn't appear to be too advanced. Just need to use my head a bit. Your head? Uh-huh. That brings me all sorts of comfort. That's rude. If you don't have anything constructive to say, I'll leave you to yourself then. Just thought I'd report my findings, you know? As a certain colonel of mine clearly requested. Oh, I am writing this down. Every bit of information is a benefit to us, Sergeant. Good work. Now go use your head and get access to the rest of the cave systems.
What? Join me. Our paths converge. We work well together.
Five digit, right? Hmm. Hmm. I can't tell. I'm gonna look this up. Okay, there's... I'm not even checking spellings. This is just annoying me. I'm having a quick look through the Discord. There's talk about it and a little bit of heat against it. I'm just having a look here. Oh yeah. This is bugging the shit out of me. Give me a sec. Hey folks, yeah, there's no way for me to guess it, or brute force it. No, actually, first, you can hear me, you can hear the game, you can see the game and the recording, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. While they give you the option of doing this, there's no way for you to know it now. You have to solve this puzzle. You can only get the code after you've completed this mission and watched the interlude at the end. Little annoying. But that's mainly because I'm obsessed enough and want to do it like right now. There's more? Okay, apparently there's no real advantage to getting it. It just cuts out of a few minutes of this. Looks like we did it. Yeah, it just cuts out having to fiddle with that. But yeah, you only find out the password if you complete the mission. A little frustrating. I'm actually gonna call this here. I'm pretty tired, and yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Till then.